Hello.
Hello.
I have seen posters out on the street for Freaks, so I'm already excited for, what you guys are going to have for the premiere. Are you excited? I imagine you must be.
We're not excited.
No.
We're so not excited. We're like, oh gosh, I don't want anyone to see our movie. And we're very excited.
Yeah.
It is a mind-bending film. Like, I really enjoyed the fact that you really don't know what's going on for quite a while. Getting into her mood and what she's been through. What did you do to prepare for that?
Well, my mom got like a lookbook of the movie, so I looked at it and I could really feel Chloe. Like, I've always loved the outdoors, right. So I was like, what would it be like if I never went outside? So I could really feel her, and I was like, what would Chloe feel? So I could really understand her, what she was feeling. You could probably see that she really wanted to go outside.
Right.
So yeah,
that's
kind of how I got her.
Is it tough playing a part that's basically you're in almost every frame of the movie? That's an incredible challenge. I mean, it looks like a challenge. Was it tough?
Some scenes were tougher than others. You probably saw it.
Yeah.
But some scenes were fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little tough. But I got through it and it went like that. But I hope people like it. So
I think they're gonna love it.
They're gonna love you in it. Yeah, she's a force, and she's so professional, and so her instincts are so dead on. So when you're asking about how she did she prepare, she doesn't really have to, because she's just so natural, and her instincts are usually, and she takes directions so well, and I don't know, she's a natural.
And you guys have some tough scenes kind of together, or together times, you could say.
Yeah.
What was that relationship like when you were trying to, I guess, find that kind of tough moments?
It was, again, really natural. I mean, I was a little nervous because I'm not a mom, so to get that maternal instinct in me, but it actually came very naturally because her presence is really powerful, and she's easy to connect with. And so, I don't know, it didn't really feel like you had to force anything. And that was also because of the environment that Zach and Adam had created too. It was just a really kind of nurturing environment, and very kind of, it felt like a family, very supportive, and you could try different things and you weren't going to get kind of chastised for your weird choice. It's just that was okay, that didn't work, let's try something else.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it was very natural, like she said, and it would just kind of come, and we didn't have to do anything special.
Right.
It just came to us, and
that's cool.
That's what made the scene.
Did either of you get a particular direction that helped shape any part of the movie for you?
I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think at one point Adam or Zach had kind of used the imagery of a caged animal for kind of the intensity.
Wow.
And that was really helpful for me, just kind of that visual. And I mean, you had to go to so many different kind of places and levels, and I know that Emil was really helpful with that with you, of helping you find that and get different reactions out of you. Watching that the two of them work together was really cool.
Well, that's my next question for sure, is what was it like working with Emil? Because the bond between you two was very palpable at times.
Yeah, me and Emil bonded great in real life. He's an amazing actor, and he really helped me through some things. One scene was really tough that it felt so real. I started crying in real life, and then I had to go in a room for a little bit, and Emil came in and gave me this amazing talk, and it made me feel a lot better. And he just was really he was very powerful, and we bonded really well. And me and Amanda, just natural came in the movie. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Did either of you have any inspiration for the role beforehand? Was there any, like, I guess you had the lookbook, which kind of must have helped shape. Were you thinking about any other movies? I guess it might be hard for you. There's probably not many in this genre that you've seen.
Actually, 2 movies combined kind of makes this movie. There's one movie called The Room.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there's one TV show, Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. So if you combined those, it would kind of make Freaks.
That's a pretty good example.
That is a very, very good example.
I'll put that in my review.
You heard it here first.
What do you both think about in terms of, I guess, there's so much genre bending in filmmaking these days that you're getting these fresh inspirations that are like no film that we've seen before in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, do you either like seek out films like that, or how did you end up thinking of this film, that kind of landscape?
Yeah, I think that's why I was attracted to this script, was because it was, you thought it was just kind of one genre, but then as you start reading it, it's turning into something else, and then it's another thing. And so whenever anyone asks, like, well, what kind of genre is it? Like, it's, you can't really put one label on it.
Yeah.
It's like...
You say it.
It's like comedy, sci-fi, science fiction, drama, pretty much everything. Horror a little bit.
Thriller.
Thriller.
And also a Trojan horse of a political commentary.
Right.
Which was the thing that I really connected with, was just kind of this commentary on, you know, others and how we as a society treat people who look different than us or think or act different than us. And I think especially the time that we're in right now, it's a very important message. And what's unique about this is that that's not what the kind of driving theme of this, that, you know, they're not trying to stick this message like in your face and just like shove it down your throat, but it does leave you thinking about that. Yet you had this wild ride that was like very entertaining. So I think it's really cool that it does that.
And I mean, even the label can be applied to a lot of different things. There's quite a few topics right now that I would say that Freaks kind of, unfortunately, addresses. Yeah. And considering how long ago you guys made this film, it seems even more topical, even than probably when you started.
Yeah, well, and it felt so topical when I read it because it was just kind of, you know, I think 6 months after the election, but it's just sadly become even that much more topical.
Right.
But that's what I love about art, is we can make, you know, commentary on politics and the way that people think and get them thinking, and that's kind of art at its best when you're able to do that.
For sure.
Lexy agrees.
I know this is quite a topic, right? For you as an actress, there's so much boiling around in this kind of film. How much of that do you how much of that do you take in, I guess? How much of that applies to you even?
Do you understand what's going on?
It must be tough, because is it tough for you, like, being in a film this complex?
Sometimes, like, filming this movie, there were some tough parts definitely to it, but I got through it. You know, it was after
you did amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. After I did 1 or 2 takes, I kind of got used to the scene.
Right.
I
you know,
what I
as
was
one
doing.
does. She knows what she's doing.
Do you want to do more stuff like this? Is this too dark for you, or would you like to do more?
This is great.
You were phenomenal,
She
so
wants more. Give her more.
She makes the Freaks too.
Hey, I can see that.
Me too.
Freaks TV, Freaks, you know, there's a lot of stuff there.
We'll make a series out of it.
Absolutely. For both of you, what are you doing next? I mean, I know right now this is focused on this, but what comes next for you both?
Well, I am doing nothing. Okay, you're looking at it. This is what I'm doing. So I have.
Well, this is pretty great.
This is pretty great. No, I did 2 films after we finished Silicon Valley this past season, and we go back next year.
Amazing.
And so, honestly, this film was kind of the marker for me of stepping kind of in a different direction with my career, just being a bit more choosy about what I'm doing and trying to find more roles similar to this one, where I'm playing a female character who's not eye candy or love interest. And you wouldn't believe it, but there's not that many of them out there. But I'm just trying to kind of put focus on those kinds of roles, which has been great and rewarding when it happens. Lexy, what have you been up to? So much.
You're pretty busy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, auditions. I just ended filming Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Shooter.
Yeah.
School.
When you can fit it in, right?
This obviously this. But yeah.
And being a kid.
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The last thing, do either of you have advice for the other? I feel like sometimes kids have great insight
I know,
into
I
our
want to
adult
actually,
lives.
because I've already had to give her advice, but Lexy, what's your advice for me?
Or for anyone else.
Yes, for anyone.
Yeah.
Just do what you want to do and never say never. I just said.
Oh, no, I love that.
And just, if you want to do something, you can always do it. Just try your best. Even if you're not the best at it, you know that you can do it. So just go for your dreams.
That's awesome.
You heard it here first. That's great advice. Thank you for sharing that advice. I'll take it.
And do you have advice that you think that kids or other young actors?
Is to just hold on to what makes them and to not change that for, who they think they're supposed to be or who people tell them that they're supposed to be. And we had a previous interviewer give some very deep, thoughtful advice to this one that was very powerful, and that was just that to not feel that her only value and worth is from her acting abilities, and that we're all celebrating her right now because she's so fantastic and she deserves that, but that's not the only thing that makes her special.
That's for
that
sure.
She is that's what makes you special, and we all cried about it. So it was very good advice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's very good advice for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.